It's been decades since headlights in the automotive world stopped being just an item to light up the road at night. These items are now an engineering component taken very seriously during the design process of a new car. High-end brands like Mercedes, BMW, and Rolls-Royce, and even mainstream brands like Toyota have automotive designers specialized in lighting and entire teams that develop and test the technology, optics, design, and positioning of headlights using the best in computer simulation, among other advanced technologies to optimize the lighting and safety of these components before they become part of a new car model. And this becomes evident with these headlights, which you might already recognize and know which car they belong to just by looking at them. A pair of these used headlights costs an incredible and absurd €127,000. That's $150,000, $150,000 for a pair of used headlights, which in theory are only meant to light up the road well at night. Just to give you an idea, with $150,000, you could buy a brand new Porsche 911 or even a BMW M5 2026 model. You'd still have change left. These headlights belong to the iconic Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, Bugatti's super sports car. Known for being the first production car to break the 490 km/h barrier. With an 8-liter W16 engine, which is the result of merging two V8 engines, 4 turbochargers, a power output of 1,600 horsepower and a minimalist interior, only 30 units of it were produced. But why do headlights reach such astronomical prices? Well, nowadays, headlights don't just serve to light up the road. They are an important item for the appearance and personality of any car. And, besides that, they play a critical role in the safety of the car's driver, but also for others on the public road. And in addition to that, their shape also psychologically influences people's minds. For years, several technologies have been added to these parts, which have significantly increased their operational efficiency and their overall safety. In the beginning, around 1886, with the debut of the world's first car, the Benz patent motor wagon, by engineer Carl Benz. Cars didn't even have headlights as part of their design, especially since people didn't drive at night and there weren't any roads. Only a few years later, towards the end of the decade, were the first headlights, which worked with flames from burning acetylene gas, introduced in cars. And the light they produced had terrible range and barely allowed you to see anything at night. With the evolution and the constant search for new ways to illuminate farther and better at night, headlights evolved from flames to electric lights, which also barely lit anything, then to halogen lights, created in 1962, which became a true standard in automotive lighting and are still found in many vehicles today. Characterized by their orange, somewhat yellowish beam and their similarity to the incandescent lights used in homes. They evolved into xenon lights, which are much clearer and brighter and are characterized by emitting a bluish light due to the xenon gas inside them. These are much more durable and are found in various vehicles nowadays. They evolved into LED lights, now common in modern vehicles, known for their intense white light and longer range. Besides being cheaper to make and much more durable, they allow for bolder designs and even animations when turning on. And nowadays, the newest and most luxurious vehicles use laser headlights as a mechanism to light up the road. These emit a high beam blue light, which passes through a phosphor-based material so that the light becomes white. And it reaches up to 600 meters of range, which is double that of LED headlights. And if you want to understand how each of these headlights works, I've already made a video explaining in detail how each one functions. Currently, designing an automotive headlight is a journey that involves a complex manufacturing process with multiple steps. This can take months to over a year, from the conception of the project to large-scale production. Most headlights are not made by the companies that manufacture the car themselves. This process is preferably outsourced to specialized companies that only deal with headlights. The headlights for the Toyota Corolla line, for example, can be made by Aung Slang, Alligator Autolights, Labwork, among others. Toyota just sends the specifications and they manufacture them. Conversely, Hella supplied the adaptive headlights for the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. The internal LEDs of the headlights were made by companies like Samsung. These headlights include so much technology from years and years of research that it's wiser to outsource them to those who really understand the subject. But it's not just about designing a box with several lights that turn on. Headlights determine the identity and personality of each car and also of the brand. Headlights also impact a vehicle's aerodynamics, helping improve safety, stability, and fuel efficiency. Engineers go through various designs and spend many hours testing and simulating with specialized software, as well as in wind tunnels, until they arrive at the design that has the least impact on the vehicle's aerodynamics. Another important factor in this process is the selection and acquisition of specialized materials that can withstand heat, impact, vibrations, and prolonged and excessive exposure without yellowing or degrading over time. Some headlights also have a siloxane coating to prevent scratches and increase durability. These materials can include high-strength polycarbonate for the outer lens, carbon fiber for the housing, as well as aluminum, silicone, high-strength plastic, silicone, among others. However, it's the technology where things get serious and prices start to make more sense. LED matrix headlight technology is currently the most complex, the hardest to design, the most expensive, and the one that delivers the best results in terms of lighting and glare elimination in the entire automotive industry. First introduced by Audi in 2013, this technology uses a series of small LEDs arranged in a matrix inside the headlight. And each LED can be controlled individually to turn on, off, or adjust its intensity. These headlights automatically adjust the distribution of the light beam based on real-time driving conditions. This allows them to dim or completely turn off some LED segments to avoid dazzling other vehicles coming from the opposite direction, while at the same time keeping the vehicle right in front in a dark zone to also prevent glare. All this while keeping the rest of the road perfectly illuminated. This system works with a camera that takes real-time readings. And as soon as it detects that a vehicle is approaching, the system immediately turns off some LEDs, keeping that vehicle in a dark zone until it has completely passed by. This works perfectly without any driver intervention. The Mercedes digital light is even more complex, using 2,600,000 mirrors per headlight pair to control the light with pixel-level precision. The system also projects a multitude of traffic signs, symbols like direction arrows, figures, light animations, among others. And it can even display welcome or farewell animations, literally as if it were a projector. Each headlight contains 1,300,000 micro mirrors that move individually to direct the light. And despite all this technology, each headlight costs between $1,500 and $3,000, more or less. Why is the Bugatti Chiron's headlight so much pricier? Bugatti is a renowned company that develops some of the fastest, most advanced, and most unique hypercars in terms of engineering in the world. The company is a leading workshop of disruptive high technology that has been redefining automotive engineering for years. The Bugatti Chiron is not just a car, it's a masterpiece of mechanical engineering. From its W16 engine with 1500 horsepower to its carbon fiber body, every element is designed with surgical precision. This level of detail not only enhances its performance, but also turns every part into a luxury item. The headlights, equipped with state-of-the-art LED technology, provide superior illumination and extreme durability. But there is a cost that defies logic. After all, a component that only serves to illuminate and add aesthetics to the car can't be that expensive. In practice, the headlights of the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, just like any other Bugatti car, are expensive. Because everything is about exclusivity and advanced engineering. An extremely low production scale, which worsens the situation and helps explain the unreasonable prices. Since the company responsible invests millions and millions in research, development and testing to produce sometimes just over 60 headlights for 30 limited edition cars. These headlights are manufactured by Vallejo as high-precision components using top-tier materials like machined aerospace aluminum, carbon fiber, high-strength plastic, and arrays of micro-lenses for precise light distribution. It can include an optional laser light feature if the customer wishes, which adds between 18,000 to 22,000 euros per pair of headlights. And, in addition, these headlights undergo rigorous testing, including in wind tunnels, before being certified for the car. Since, in Bugatti cars, the headlights are a passive component of the vehicle's aerodynamics and therefore are a component that contributes to the safety of the vehicle. They're not ordinary headlights, they're high-precision components with passive aerodynamics, made without mass production and in very limited numbers to maintain the exclusivity of the vehicle. The quadruple design and daytime LED signature are iconic and carefully crafted to create a clear psychological effect. This is a Bugatti. They are so unique that only specialized personnel should replace them. And it even requires the car to be partially disassembled and the software to be updated. In summary, the high cost reflects the positioning of the Chiron Supersport as an extremely exclusive and unique hypercar. It's not just about lighting, but also about a precision engineering component made for an elite audience.